3x3 cube is where you already have your daisy. You have yellow in the middle and you have your 4 white edges, okay? And what I'm gonna do now is I want these 4 white pieces to actually be on the white side. Now the easiest way to get them there is by starting with the daisy. So hopefully you already have that, okay? But now what I'm gonna do is if you look at this edge piece, for example, I have a white and an orange, and you could do this with any of them, okay? But I have a white and an orange. I want this orange piece to line up with my orange center. So I can just turn this top layer until it lines up with my orange piece in the very middle, okay? So now that I have my white piece on top, I've got these 2 orange. I'm not even worried about this one. I'm gonna flip this over. I'm gonna spin this 2 times until it's on my white layer. So watch what happens when I take this white one, okay, and I'm gonna spin it 2 times. And now I have my white piece here because my first goal is to get the white cross. And so my daisy helps me get there. So I have these 2 white, which line up, and I have these 2 orange here, so I know I'm in the correct spot. I'm gonna flip it back over, okay, and again, now I'm looking at these parts of my daisy. So this one I have a white and I have a red. I'm gonna line this up with my red center. Right now I have a green center. This way is orange, this way is red. So I'm gonna take this red piece here and I'm gonna line it up with my red center, okay? And now I'm just going to make that same, I'm gonna spin it twice so I can get this white piece up to my white layer. So here's my white piece. I'm gonna spin it 1, 2 times. And now if you look, it is now over here with my white center and my red lines up with my red center, okay? I'm gonna flip it back over and I have these other 2 white edges that I need to line up. This blue one, as you can see, is already lined up. So sometimes you get lucky and have that. So there's very little for me to do except for me to move it twice, 1, 2. And now you can see that it is lined up with my white and it is lined up with my blue center. I need the last edge piece right here to be white and then I'm done with that step. So here's my white piece. It is green on this side. I'm going to turn it until these 2 line up. Okay, now I have 2 green lined up. So I'm gonna take this white one and I want it to be over here. So I'm going to take my white edge, move it twice, and when I flip it back over, I now have my white cross, which is the very first big step. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video there. So your goal is to get the white cross. I'm not worried about any of my 4 corner edge pieces at this time. I just wanna make sure I have my white cross.